Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing great today. This is going to kick off the first part of a series on lessons on triads. I know a lot of you guys have really liked the lessons that I've been putting out on triads, so I'm going to continue doing that because it seems to be something that everybody's really interested in right now. So what we're going to do is this first lesson, I'm going to show you guys how to play triads over this backing track that I created. And then the next lesson I'm going to show you is how to start targeting notes to play some lead over the triads that I'm going to show you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you these all over the neck. It's going to get you out of these root position chords that you're probably stuck in all the time, and you're just sick and tired of playing the same chords all the time. So what I'm going to do is show you new avenues, new ways to really start using this fretboard and not be afraid of it anymore, but really start playing some cool soulful rhythm parts, some lead parts, and just start putting them together. This is going to be something that's going to take you to the next level. Don't be afraid of the fretboard, just start learning it, and triads are the best way to do that. Let's get started on this and have fun. My name is Shane, here we go. So what we're going to do is this backing track is going to be downloadable from my Patreon page, but what it is going to be in the key of G, because I haven't done a lot of triad lessons in the key of G, and I think G major is a very popular key to use, and I know we get stuck in that. So you guys have probably heard these cowboy chords or the root chords tons of times. So we've got normal G right here, right? And then we've got an E minor, and then a C, and then a D. But what we're going to do is we're going to get out of that, and we're going to show you how to play these triads all over the neck. So the first option I want to show you is going to be a triad right here. So before I forget, before I get too far, triads are made up of just 3 notes, right? So they're going to come out of the first, the third, and the fifth degrees of the scale. So if we count here, this is our root note, this is G, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So 3 is going to be our second or our third note, right? So we've got right here's a B, and then we keep counting 4, 5. 5 is going to be D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to take the notes G, B, and D, and those are going to be our triad. And what we're going to do is we're going to move them down to here. So this is going to be the first triad I want to show you guys. And I'm showing you all these examples are going to be relative in the same areas of the neck, and I think that's really important because it makes it easier for you guys to start learning some of these. So we've got, like I said, the G, the B, and then right here's the D. That's going to be the 1. So this is going to be a 1, 6, 4, 5 chord progression. And then the next one I'm going to show you is an E minor. It's going to look like this. And then we've got right here a C. And the C chord is coming from right here, this bar chord shape. And the same thing, we're going to play this next one is the D triad. So all together we've got here's a little example of that. My goal for this is that you guys pick different versions of these triad shapes and start playing them over the neck. So I always like to group them together. That's why I'm doing it this way, because it seems silly to play a chord here and then jump all over the neck and start going to different places when we can play them all together in the same pretty good area. That's better economically because you're not moving all over the place all the time. So you're more strategic about where you're playing. So this is also a great context whenever you're playing with other people. Let's say they're playing in a certain position, then you can move to a different position and you guys are all going to sound good together. Okay, so the next one I want to show you, we're going to move up the neck a little bit. So right here we've been here, so we're going to go up here. So this is going to be another G triad. So what we're going to do is play it just like this. And then we're going to play E minor. And then we're going to play the next one, which is going to be C. And then D. So also what I want to mention is when you're playing these triads, you can start experimenting with different little avenues. So if we got this G chord right here, this triad, right? We can start doing little cool little hammer-ons. So what's really cool is this pinky right here lands right here on the 5th string, on right here on the 10th fret. So the A string right here. This is also a G note. And then all of a sudden this comes into a G pentatonic. We're going to show you guys that this next week about how all that works. But just suffice to say today, this is your G chord. Right? And then you can do the same thing with the E minor. And then here's a little example playing along with that. You guys can go to my Patreon page. It's got my backing tracks, tabs, PDF, additional documents. It's got extra videos and tips. It really helps support the channel, and I think it's something you guys will get a lot out of. So the next shape I want to show you guys is going to be a little bit higher on the register. So remember, the G, like I said, the G is just G, B, and D. So you can find these all over the fretboard. So we're going to start here on the 12th fret. So we've got our B note here. Then we've got a D, an E, and a G. So a B, a D, and a G. Then what we're going to do is we're going to change our fingering just a little bit. We're going to take our pinky and put it right here on the E note. And then this is going to be our E minor. So we've got G, and then E minor, and then come down here, we've got a C chord, triad right there, and there's that little pinky trick right here with the C. So we're just going to play these three. Then we're just going to slide it up here to the D. And these are coming from, because this is why you need to know the fretboard. This note right here is C, because that's B, right? C, and then D. So we play this. So we've got our G, our E minor, our C, and our D. Here's a little example of me playing with that. Okay, so the last one I want to show you guys is going to be just a variation of what I showed you before. Instead of playing this full one, we're just going to play it like this. So it's just these three. So we've got our B, our D, and our G. So that's going to be that part right there. So that's the G chord. And we're going to move up a little bit this time so we can slide. Then we're going to come up here and play this. This is E minor. And then we've got the next one, which is going to be C. We're going to play it right here. And then we're going to move up here to D. So what you can do on this is you can do some cool hammer-ons. You can go up here to the E minor. Here's a little example playing with that. Okay, so now that we have all these triads down, what we really want to do is we want to start playing these and start building lead off of them. So what I always like to do is, like when I'm playing a progression, and especially if I'm playing by myself, what I'm going to do is play these triad inversions or with other people. So for an example, if we're playing maybe right here on this G, something like that. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the chord, the triad, and then I'm starting to add some cool aspects to that. So here's a little example of that. Alright, that's it for this time. I hope you guys got something out of it. It's very helpful. Remember, stay tuned for next lesson coming up that's going to show you how to target some of these chord tones with these triads that I've been showing you. We're going to put them all together in this next lesson. It's going to be something you don't want to miss. So also check out my Patreon page. You can grab the backing track, and that will help you guys further your triad knowledge and how to play these things that I'm showing. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.